to another episode of Disqualified. I am your double predictions champion, Trevin, joined as always by my co-host, Beltless Caleb.
For now, hola.
And Zach, our cameraman and producer, is behind that cameramanning and producing.
He's also beltless.
Indeed.
And you will be losing your belts this weekend because this weekend, everyone, is WrestleMania.
Yep. Here to talk about the Go Home Raw for it. And
does it feel like it?
No.
This feels like a random episode of Raw in the middle of July.
So many people on the internet are talking about how, oh yeah, Mania's this weekend. Why does it not feel like Mania's this weekend?
It does not. This, I think, is the most lackluster build to Mania I have ever been a part of in the, damn near 20 years that I've been watching this company. Damn, bruh.
Will we ever get something like Mania 40 again?
No. That requires them to care, Triple.
Yeah.
Even though Triple H says, I'm aware of the fan dislike, but as head of creative, I'll do nothing about it.
And Roman Reigns approves this message.
Your tribal chief approves this message. That is what we start off with, a pre-tape. Roman Reigns doing his best political smear campaign. That's what CM Punk proceeds to call in the main event.
Yep. And Roman is basically like, look, Punk, you have been two-faced since you got back. This is your last chance. When we meet face-to-face for one last time in the main event tonight, either you tell the truth or I'm going to beat the truth into you.
Look, I know it's midterms coming up, but I didn't know we were having a presidential debate in the main event.
And then Brock signs the contract.
Yeah, Brock comes out. Yeah.
Signs a piece of paper and leaves.
The crowd is chanting Oba during this whole thing. He says, after Mania, you won't even know his name. Heyman says, look, there is an unfortunate reality that needs to be acknowledged. There's going to be one winner coming out of WrestleMania and one loser coming out of WrestleMania, and that Oba Femi will be the latter. So then we move on to not a match, but another pre-tape. And this one is the first one that got me pissed. After this, I was hot the whole night.
Yeah.
So, IShowSpeed is backstage in The Void with LA Knight. Not LA Knight.
It's the PC training rings.
Logan Paul and Austin Theory. And of course, they are tag team champions. Logan Paul hiding his forehead behind that fringe like always. And Austin Theory doing his best bald man impersonation. They both come up to speed, and Logan, it feels like you were looking in a mirror when you said this. He says, everyone hates you, dude. But he tells Speed everyone hates him. Theory says, look, if you think, the only smart thing that happened during this, by the way, is he goes, hey, look, if you think the computer was bad, you're stepping into the ring with these people on, Saturday?
Yes, they are one of the Saturday
Yeah,
openers.
they're kicking off Mania Saturday. So, if you thought the computer was bad, you're in for a world of hurt by the guy. And so they get to training with Dante Chen and I want to say Edris Anafe or Malik Blade, one of the two.
Yeah.
But Dante Chen, NXT guy, if you know, you know. Sammy trained with him before his match with Gunther, and he walked out with the IC championship. And Dante Chen even posted that on Twitter. If you know, you know. Came to the right place. The reason why this pisses me off is after IShowSpeed gets the submission victory on Dante Chen.
Yep, Boston Crab.
He holds up the tag champ's arms. Of this whole segment was to endorse IShowSpeed. Why is he raising their arms? Why are they not raising his arms? This could have just been another backstage pre-tape promo, but the fact that you did this so bass-ackwards is so fucking stupid. Yes, the person we are trying to get over, the person that we are trying to endorse, he is going to raise their hands. He is going to give them the rub by raising their hands, not them give him the rub.
Yeah. The big thing that I'm going to say is that Speed says that Mania is going to be his first match. It technically isn't. Your whole YouTube video, you had a whole A match.
Look, brother, that's not official. That's not official. Because then, would you count the Rumble match as his first match?
I mean, you could.
I mean, you could, but that also means Drew Carey had a WWE match.
Anyways, moving on to an actual match.
Yeah, 15 fucking minutes into a wrestling show, we get a wrestling match. I repeat, 15 minutes into a wrestling show, we get our first wrestling match.
And it's not even 15 minutes, because that break.
Yep. During Charlotte's entrance. We'll be right back after these messages. Oh, fuck off!
Yep, it is Charlotte Flair versus Lyra Valkyria.
Also, before we get to this, so I had to work at 8 last night. I come home after work and I finish Raw. You can skip ads. It's just glitched the fuck out. So I went to skip ad. I pressed 10. That shit would just replay the commercial. So I would skip, let's say, one DoorDash commercial out of the 6 that they have blocked. Then it would go to 2 of 6. Then 3 of 6. Then 4 of 6. Then I'd finally get another ad. I'd skip it. 5 of 6 is the same DoorDash ad. I skip it. 6 of 6 is the other ad. I'm like, brother. There was one time where I was skipping and I went from an ad for Mint Mobile to an ad for a movie. Then it went back to the middle of the Mint Mobile ad. Then back to the middle of the trailer for the movie. I was like, brother, what the fuck is your system for skipping these ads, dude? I was like, just why do I need ads on something that was pre-recorded? Oh, man, it was so bad. But this match was so good, except they gave Lyra the jobber entrance.
Yeah. Let me woo to the right person.
Yeah, also, speaking of news involving this match, apparently it was too close to call for Nikki Bella and Brie Bella, but they are still scheduled for the match.
Yes.
So, I don't understand what you mean too close to call. But, Lyra and Charlotte Flair have a very, very good match. Probably the best thing of the night. Yeah, stock standard good match. The story is that Lyra has been cheating to help Bayley win, and now Bayley is cheating to help Lyra win.
They're tweeners now.
Yeah. Cool. I don't care.
Yeah,
I think they could do it in a very refreshing way where they just don't turn heel.
Yeah.
By jumping people. It's
Yeah.
just, you guys keep cheating to lose or to win, so we're going to boo you.
Yeah. It's also like the story of why they are still getting cheered and they're in the tweener category is because they are playing to the story that they have been cheated out of so many things. So now they just fighting fire with fire.
Yeah. So, Lyra picks up the win via a roll-up.
Yep, because Flair was going for a standing pin and then Bayley swept the leg to allow Lyra to roll up.
And now, Lyra holds a pinfall victory over 3 of the 4 horsewomen.
Daggone. And the fourth one she can't even get unless she goes to another company.
Hey, man, that forbidden doors are knocking. Let me tell you what. I watched that motherfucker El Clone. Let me tell you, that's the one motherfucker I'm excited to actually sit down and watch AEW matches for.
And also with the social media controversy involving some TNA pullouts, I could see some conversations happening to brush some stuff under the rug.
No, that shit's never gonna happen.
Probably not.
We have, oh my god, and I'm scared of saying this out loud. We have a better chance at seeing Vince McMahon back in the WWE than AEW WWE doing a Forbidden Door.
Why you put that in the universe?
Because we all know we have a higher chance of seeing that shit. We all know.
Yeah.
And based on how some of these matches are being booked, it kind of feels like it. But now we go from peak to trash.
Why are these four here?
Yeah, so the MFTs are strolling in the back sans Tama Tonga. JC Mateo shaved his beard, and now he looks even more auraless. How do you manage to get negative aura? And do you want to know why they're having this match? LA Knight, the Usos versus the MFT, represented by Solo, JC Mateo, and Tangaloa.
Tangaloa, there we go.
Do you want to know why? Just cause. Why were they here? Just cause. Trevin asked, why are they even here? I said, hey brother, it's Mania week. There's no brand split this week. Don't ask me why. Doesn't make sense.
Yes. Also to remind people that the MFTs will be action this Friday in an 8-man tag street fight.
Yeah, and the biggest thing to come out of this match was LA Knight not slipping on the ropes. And Tama Tonga costing the MFTs their match.
Yep.
So he appears in the crowd, which then allows Solo
to be like, where you been?
Where you been? Why aren't you out here? And here comes Tama Tonga, and he steps into frame, and he's just staring Tama down. And then JC Mateo's nowhere to be seen. BFT, the Tangaloa, 1, 2, 3. They pinned my demon again.
Yeah, so someone's leaving the group. Either Solo's getting kicked out or Tama's leaving Friday.
This is the most interesting the MFTs have been.
Yep.
And it's not even that interesting. It's just, so they feuded with the Wyatts, so now someone has to change.
And apparently it's Tama.
Because that's what we do all the time.
I mean, to be fair, Tama's good.
No, he's good. I'm just saying, I am getting tired of, hey, we're fighting with the Wyatts, so now you have to completely change who you are. I don't think it really works like that all the time. But my other thought.
Only if someone gets mandible clawed. They've kept that canon.
My only thought was, this is the funniest way to do it. You introduce 2 new characters. And they aren't characters that have been seen, but phrases that have been seen and said. So, you have Tama Tonga as hurt because he hurts people. And you have Tangaloa as healed because that motherfucker makes all of us laugh by botching all the time. Nice.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a match that happened.
It happened.
The Usos have their new theme song.
Yeah, which is just Jay's theme with the word me replaced with us. Because to quote social media, the new tag theme didn't hit with the crowd like they wanted to. So they're like, go back to the old beat, but replace me with us.
So we can just shelve new themes? Can we shelve 2 new themes that happened? So Stephanie comes out. Stephanie McCare time. This happened after the Lyra match, but you didn't write it down.
No, because literally that segment could have been an email.
So Stephanie comes out, starts doing an interview. Clonkage Part 2 happens, but this time with Stephanie and Kathy, because Liv runs up out of nowhere, attacks Stephanie by pushing Kathy into her.
What Kathy do?
Kathy takes a bump. That's cool. She said that she wanted to become a manager, so hopefully taking a bump is one step closer to getting into the action.
But what Kathy do?
What the fuck? No, Roxanne literally just jumped Stephanie the week before, actually. But fucking, she has makeup on to look like she has 2 black eyes. The
egg is still kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. They get pulled apart. Liv goes, I know your mom was trash, but I didn't know she raised such a little bitch. Stephanie then says something in Spanish that I cannot understand. Runs back into the ring. They start fighting a little bit. They get separated.
Yeah, and I made the comment to you after the segment, is like, this is a masterclass on your boss telling you have 30 seconds, make it work.
Oh, and speaking of Liv Morgan, oh boy, she has a new theme song, everyone.
Which happened before our which was revealed, the music video for it, before our main event match.
Oh my fucking God. Who thought this was a good idea?
The people that thought all the other shitty ideas they've had were good. Creative. And TKO.
I didn't like the mix. It was produced by Def Rebel, so that's another reason why I didn't like the mix. I thought the song was generic.
There was this one TikTok I saw where it's like, I think it's from some show where it's literally a drunk girl auditioning for something, and it is to the same beat as this song, and people are like, oh yeah, this is the most recycled beat ever.
Dude, it is amazing. And I just want to say, hey, I haven't put out music like that, so props to Liv. You know, she did that. But not good. Not particularly great. But it is her new theme song, Trouble, Trouble by Liv Morgan. Oh, boy.
There are some corners of the internet that don't hate it.
Oh,
we are not one of those corners, but
I've seen a lot of delusional Liv fans tell themselves that this was good music. I was like, okay. And I get that good music is subjective. But no, there's some people who just make objectively bad music.
I'm not one to yuck.
Hobo Johnson.
Yep, I'm not one to yuck anyone's yum. But this wasn't for me.
Have you ever heard Hobo Johnson?
No.
Don't.
Cool.
Save yourself. Actually, I'm going to torture you on the way home.
Oh.
No, actually, because that means I have to torture myself. And I don't want to do that.
Speaking of torture.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Gunther is out here.
Wait, why are you saying torture? Is it because he's been torturing Seth? Or are you saying this segment was torture?
Maybe a little bit of both.
I think this segment was good. It was the only...
This segment was good, but it was just slow rolling at first because Gunther doesn't even get a word in before...
Commercial break.
Yep, and then we come back from commercial, lifts Mike to mouth, slip!
Yeah, Seth Rollins jumps him, Gunther powders, Seth grabs the mic that Gunther has, and he says, look, no, you jumped me the past 2 weeks, that is a receipt, come down here, let's talk like men.
Look, we got the fight at Mania, we can talk here. Mm-hmm. And Seth and Gunther comes back, and Seth is basically just like, I don't know why you would even glimpse of aligning yourself with the Snake Paul Heyman after everything he's done. If it's just for a little favor, I can understand that, but there are other ways to get a favor out of that man than getting in my business.
And Gunther goes, well, no, it's because of you, dumbass. You're the one that asked him for help, so you're the one that's getting caught up in this bullshit. You said you became a mouthpiece for him. You became a little ne'er-do-weller for him. And I hate you. When you were world champion, you were too busy worrying about what Paul Heyman wanted to do rather than face real competition.
Yep, and when I became... So it was... He started with saying, when you were world champion, you were doing everything you can to avoid me. When I was world champion, you were being Paul Heyman's little buddy and avoiding me still. And now, finally, with us not busy with titles anymore, I'm going to prove you can't even lace my boots anymore.
Yeah. Hey, I'm ready. This is a good match. They finally got the hype train on it.
Yeah.
Now, you ready for a match that should be on Mania, but it's not going to be on Mania? Asuka approaches Io Sky backstage, and we do the same thing we did 4 months prior. It is Asuka coming up to Io Sky saying, Rhea's not your family. We're your family. I'm sorry, didn't we get to the point where you guys have already had the match because you guys aren't family anymore? So why are you family again?
Anyways,
what kind of fucked up toxic ass virgin of Fast and Furious is this?
Anyways, I'm here to feed Kyrie to you.
Yeah, again, Kyrie, prove that she should come back to the family by beating her. I don't wanna. Kyrie? Okay. This feud, this story with Asuka and Kyrie was so good.
And then they just waited too long.
Yeah, like they've waited too long to do a lot of things. Yeah, this match happens. And it is very sad to say that a match with Kyrie Sane and Io Sky just happens. Because let me tell you, not a lot fucking happens.
No.
The biggest note was Io was hung up on the outside. Asuka throws her head into the turnbuckle.
This is my brutality. Immediately starts playing.
Goes for the Aussie Conk, hits it, goes for the Riptide. Jade Cargill whacks from behind, and everyone is now saying Jade Cargill deserves... Well, not everyone. I saw one person say, see, Jade deserves to be women's champion because she caught Io Sky.
Yeah, who was
suicide. Bare minimum.
Yep, and because Io took her eyes off the ball, Asuka was recovered enough to run interference again. Kyrie rolls up for the 1, 2, 3. So in the year of our Lord 2026, Io has been pinned by Kairi Sane. Fair enough.
Raquel
Rodriguez.
Ivy Nile.
Wait, no. She hasn't been pinned by Raquel.
No, she has.
She had?
Yeah, didn't they have a one-on-one match?
No.
Because it's Kairi Sane, Ivy Nile, Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
And I think it's Raquel Rodriguez.
I do not remember the Raquel one because I'm pretty sure.
Zach, look up Io Sky's pinfall losses. You already have something up that we need to keep track of.
Yeah, because it's our very next segment.
Yes.
Yeah, so now due to the fact that they had to sign separately to prevent another brawl.
Pinfall loss?
Yeah, pinfall losses in 2026.
Yes. Obafemi is now coming to sign his contract. He signs the paper. Triple H.
I hate what they're doing with this music. They are doing something different.
April 10th, April 13th, January 5th, and the 2026 Royal Rumble.
Do you know the people that she lost to?
Jade Cargill, Kairi Sane,
Ivy Nile.
Ivy Nile was definitely
Lash Legend. And
okay, yeah, no.
Oh yeah, no, the
Lash Legend was the Rumble.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll take that one.
Yeah.
I'll take Lash. I thought it was
Raquel. Yeah, Lash eliminated Io from the Rumble, but no, Raquel does not have a pinfall on her in 2026.
No, didn't they have the tag match at Rumble?
No.
No, that was the night before Chamber.
Yeah.
All right. Oba comes out. And yes, I hate what they're doing with his music. They're doing the first who before the lights go out. To signify it is your time for Oba Femi.
Oh, that's piped in.
No, it's not piped in.
Oh.
Unless they did pipe it in after the show ended. Because it goes, whoo, and then the lights go out. And then he comes out with his Best Rocks $500 shirt. With inflation, I wonder how much that is. And then he comes out and signs the contract. Triple H says, hey, look, there's a bald fat man up there. He wants to say something to you.
Yeah, and Paul Heyman actually gives Oba his flowers. He's like, look, I have never seen someone rise to fame like you. I have never seen someone be as violent, as determined.
You're the most violent man in WWE since Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Anyways, let me roast the F out of your mans.
Yeah, so Oba then goes on to cut one hell of a promo.
Yep.
And you have it. You have the transcription. Do
It
you
is
want to
a-
read it or do you want me to read it?
It is a paragraph. I will give you spark notes. So he opens his promo segment. Also, by the way, commenting on this is his first promo basically holding a mic since starting the feud with Brock.
Yeah, since starting the feud with Brock. I was
Yes.
like, he definitely cut one on kids.
He's cut a couple. Yep. But like ever since answering Brock's challenge, he has not gotten the mic since, and this is his first time with the mic.
Mm-hmm.
So he opens it with, Paul, it's taking everything in me not to come down that ramp and beat you pillar to post.
Oh!
But it's different than that because the physical pains and scars will heal. No, listen, if I beat him up, the physical scars will heal, but the emotional wounds when his beast loses at WrestleMania will last forever.
Oh!
Yep. And as far as your job opportunity, go ahead and close it now because the only door that I need open is already open, and that door's to Mania.
Oh!
Because 2 months ago, you and your beast, you came in this arena and you issued an open challenge to whoever dare would step up without even caring who would. And why would you care? Because there's been 25 years of history that says Brock Lesnar cannot be beat. But I have 4 weeks of history that says he absolutely can.
Oh!
And it's never personal, Paul. It's never been personal. It's all just business. But it's not just business as usual because this time it's different. You can feel it. I can feel it. They can feel it. It's time to put an end to the beast, and you have been there the entire time. You've been there the whole way. You've been his friend, his advocate, his mouthpiece, a good mouthpiece, but you've never been an honest one.
Oh!
Because, Paul, if you are honest, you would have come out there and you would have said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and my client Brock Lesnar is scared of Oba Femi.
Oh!
He's afraid of Oba Femi because I am the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, the mountain you cannot climb, and the mountain you cannot conquer.
Oh!
And I will win at WrestleMania. I will defeat the beast. I will slay the beast. He will meet his end because I am the one. I have always been the one. I'm the one, Paul. I am the one. And I know it. They know it. And at WrestleMania, you'll know it too.
Oh! Dude.
Brother.
Brother. Generational fucking promo. Generational fucking promo. The only way they fuck this up is by having him lose.
Yes.
They have Oba lose, they fucked it up. But
To clarify, lose clean.
I just lose in general. After that, that made me ready to run through a brick wall, and I got done working a 9-hour shift. I wanted to run through a fucking wall.
We've had random while we play pool or something, we've had random conversations of if aliens were to invade and basically said, Mortal Kombat rules, our 10 best versus your 10 best. Is one of your picks now Oba?
Oba, Brock, Francis Ngannou, fucking Bobby Lashley, throwing Darby Allin because he's not afraid to die.
No.
That's about 5 right there.
Yeah.
Fuck. Who else
Habib?
am I? I'm sending Habib. Come on, let's just wrestle. Come on. We go wrestle. I fight with Bear after. We wrestle. Probably a young Daniel Cormier.
Yeah. If they have a de-aging machine, I'm sending Tyson.
If they have a de-aging machine, I'm sending Lyoto Machida and Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. Kick their fucking heads off.
Meat check.
Yeah, that's 9 right there. Send one more person back in that machine. I'm doing, for keeping it in the realm of sports.
Who's a famous hockey player that was a scrapper?
There's a lot. I just can't think of one right now. You know what? Fuck it. Give me Ray Lewis. Motherfucker synonymous for hit stick. But yeah. It is time for our main event of the evening.
Match.
Yes, it is Javon Evans and Dragon Lee taking on JD McDonough and Rusev. Why?
They have a ladder match.
Why?
Yeah, you could tell, like, when they were, like, deciding who was gonna be the, like, the opening legals, JD was like, so, should I...
Why couldn't we just do a ladder match summit like they did for the Money in the Bank a couple years ago?
You could.
When it was Kevin Owens and fucking Sami Zayn.
Who are they sitting on top of the ladder?
That would have made more sense than having this random fucking... Because why not have all the participants? It's 8 men now, right?
6.
6 men. 3v3.
Well, 4 of them are faces.
So?
Who's the face you're plopping with the heels?
Javon. Javon can work as a very credible heel if you haven't seen his work in Deadlock. But also, you would then have Ray, Dragon Lee, and Penta on the other team.
Yeah. Yeah, but if it wasn't obvious, Javon and Dragon pick up the win.
Yeah, I don't even know what's there to discuss. Rey Mysterio comes out after the match, I believe.
Yep, because Rusev decided, nah, I'm going to do my own thing. Macho kicks the F out of everyone.
Yeah, and then Penta runs down and gets treated the exact same way. He then kicks JD, and there goes, oh, well, so much for a tag team.
Yeah, and he kicks Dragon Lee up to basically put him in the weird yoga position so he can easy into the accolade. Full wrench back. Dragon's like, please stop.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
He stands tall. We all know Rusev's losing now.
Yep. And now, at the 11th hour, we actually get a good promo segment with these two.
Until the end.
Yeah.
I think Roman's part in this ruined it. But
I think we accidentally busted into the Halo theme.
I don't know the Halo theme, dude.
I don't know, but anyway.
I played Halo 5.
So, the worst Halo game.
That's what people say. I liked it. I played it in 2 days.
Yes, but Roman comes out, asks for the acknowledgement, goes to continue.
Yeah, Punk makes his entrance, walks all the way around in the crowd.
Yep, does a little poke at the bear shield entrance.
And then Roman goes, just get in this ring. We need to talk.
Yep.
Punk goes on to say, look,
Roman actually says the opposite. He says, if you step into this ring, we ain't gonna need these mics.
Which is stupid, because the whole point was come out here and tell the truth. Do you have his transcription? Because I will read his transcription if you have it.
Yes.
Because you read the long-ass Obafemi one. I'll take this one.
Yes.
All right. So, here goes. CM Punk, after watching the cold open, what amounts to political smear campaign put together by assuming yourself, I've come out here to tell the truth. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the people of Sacramento be my witness. In Roman, you could be the judge, jury, and executioner. So as I tell my story, tell me when I'm telling lies. And here we go. Here's the truth. I thought a lot about it over the last couple of weeks. I hate you. I hate you because I envy you. This is all I've ever wanted. This is the only dream I've had in my heart since I was a little kid. And I envy the fact that it was handed to you. And I hate that you were champion for 1,316 days. Because after some self-reflection, I hate that I know how hard you worked your ass to be that great. In the history books, in the future, when they talk about legacy, they're not going to ask how. They're going to ask how many. And I hate that number, 1316. I hated how many times you have main evented WrestleMania. Tell me when I'm telling lies, Roman. Have I lied? I hate that I envy. I hate that I feel this way. Sika was a great man. Sika was a great wrestler. Sika was a champion. Sika is a Hall of Famer, and I love and respect the old-timers. And I hate the fact that I invoked your father's name in vain, and I sincerely apologize to you. I hate that there's more than one royal family in wrestling. And I hate that I envy the fact that I wasn't born into a dynasty. I don't know what having that type of family is like. CM Punk was born in the backyard avenues and alleyways of Chicago. I was a misfit, but I defied my own family. I found my family in the streets of Sacramento. I found my family in the locker rooms of every VFW hall or Knights of Columbus or dilapidated, burned-out Midwest barns, the Fireside Bowl, bowling alleys, abandoned churches. I found my family and people in the Indies, and I conquered the Indies. And then I went to Japan. I went to England. I went to Puerto Rico. I went all around the world twice. I wasn't handed anything. I wasn't born on third base with a silver spoon. I busted my ass. I made pro wrestling my home, and I made them my family. I hate the fact that I feel this way. I hate the fact that I have to share anything with you, let alone my first singles match heading into WrestleMania. Tell me when I'm telling lies. On April 19th, just like tonight, I got gold on my shoes. I got gold around my waist. And late Sunday night, after the desert sun is set and that dry air gets cold, and there's going to be steam rising off my beat-up, blood-caped face, I'm going to have gold above my head. And the ring announcer is going to be saying, and still heavyweight champion of the world, with Las Vegas chanting CM Punk. Tell me when I am telling lies. And shall I go on to read Roman's statement at the end?
Sure.
Roman says, after that whole diatribe, which was very good, He goes, that's probably the truest stuff I've heard you say, up until the end. Let me tell you something true. I hate you too. I hated you for a long time, but the main reason is because your relationship with all of them. You see, I hope that one day, when I leave, they miss me as much as they missed you. I hope that one day, when I leave, they chant for me for 10 years straight. All that's true. That's the truest thing you've got, is the connection that you made with our fans, and nobody can ever take that away from you. But on Sunday, that's your truth. That's not the reality. The reality is that time is up. I gave you 2 months to hold this relevancy, and you did nothing with it. On Sunday, it ain't and still. On Sunday, it's and new. You're still a nostalgia act. This experiment is done. On Sunday, we fix this mess that you started. On Sunday, we make this place where we had it at the very top worth every single dollar. On Sunday, the tribal chief takes back over, and you, along with the whole world, will acknowledge me.
How to take the 11th hour for this feud to get good?
Because they spent the first, real 2 weeks of this building around the Usos hating CM Punk. At least this isn't like the other World Championship feud where, the challenger for the champion is a side character in his own feud. But it was good. I just don't. I'm getting tired of the acknowledge me. I'm getting tired of the tribal chief. Because that whole diatribe that Punk went on, not once did I say the words best in the world. I didn't say his catchphrase. He didn't say his catchphrase. But Roman has to hit that catchphrase button. He has to. Because we have been shown time and time again, he just doesn't have the mic skills. That's why they put him with Heyman. Because he couldn't talk. Why are we forgetting this? Because he's cut a few good promos doesn't mean he can talk. Being good on the mic is being able to come to the ring and just say what the fuck you want to say. Being good on mic is them not having training wheels for you. Cena is good on the mic. Punk is good on the mic. Rollins is good on the mic. Roman, not so much. Fuck it, Cody's good on the mic.
Yes, compared to a lot of Roman promos, Roman has made substantial improvement.
And yeah, I'm not saying he has his fucking big dog days at all. His big dog days, I'm surprised he's still in the company, dude. After those promos, after Cena literally told him, it's a promo, kid. To be the guy, you're going to have to cut one, so I'll wait. On live TV, by the way. And then him still fumbling for like 5 seconds after that happens. Even Cody's good on the mic, and I don't like a lot of Cody promos because they're the same, but Cody can take a crowd that is vitriolically, not even behind him. They hate him. They hate him. They hate him. He's come out to showered in booze, and he has the crowd on his side at the end of it.
Yep.
He's good on mic. Roman's not. He's serviceable, dude. I'm not trusting Roman to go build a program by himself. And I think that's part of the reason. I'm not going to speculate that it's why, but Roman said he's going to stick around a little longer. And Hollywood ain't come calling like he wanted them to. Sorry, you're not The Rock. The Rock had one thing, good on mic. He's good in ring too, but he was a fucking phenom on the mic. You could not touch Rock.
No. You handed Rock a microphone, you were gonna make
better
money.
Better hope no one that you want to build up importantly is in that ring, because they ain't getting the word out. That's good.
If there was a Mount Rushmore or whatever of people who you handed them a mic, they would roast the F out of you. 3 people automatically on there. Cena, Rock, Enzo Amore.
Bruh, Enzo was good at cooking people on the mic. It's a shame that false allegation came out. I mean, granted, that bro was not good in ring. Granted, that brother was not good in ring. But you gave him a mic. That man was fucking goated.
Yes.
But yeah, that was this episode of Raw.
Yep, your go home Raw for Mania.
To say the least. Now, looking forward to tonight, as of Tuesday when we record this. It is week 1 of NXT Revenge. And it is possibly the ending for 4 superstars on NXT. Ethan Page, JC Jane, Sol Ruka, and Joe Hendry. So they're looking up to finish up their storylines, which just makes the decision at Stand and Deliver make even less sense with Zarya. If you were going to move Sol up 2 weeks later, why not just do it 2 weeks earlier? You know, after she loses. But what do I know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for this episode of Disqualified. That's it for this episode of Monday Night Raw. We will be coming at you. This week is a busy one for us. It is Mania week. So tomorrow, when we record our NXT reactions, we're also going to be doing WrestleMania predictions, everyone.
A whole 13 matches to predict.
Yeah, and all 4 of us in the studio again.
Yep, and this will determine our year in review punishment.
And stats.
And stats, yeah.
So, very, a lot happening. Hopefully, these Mania reviews can hit night of. I'm going to try my best to make them hit night of. But, yeah. So, join us tomorrow when this video is live, so Wednesday. Join us for
NXT.
This comes out Wednesday. Join us Thursday
for the NXT.
Friday for our predictions,
Yep.
and then Saturday and Sunday for Mania reactions.
Yay.
But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know this match is over. And we will see ya next time. Thank you for your time and peace.
Bye!